am Kansfield. I'm the pastor at the Greenpoint Reformed Church. And 5 years ago, I attended a rally in Albany about marriage equality, and Danny O'Donnell, we were both speakers. My dad got fired for doing my wedding, which is why he was a speaker. We were on the same platform, and he said, you know what, Joe Lenthal is your assemblyman, and I think he's going to co-sponsor this bill. And I looked at him and thought to myself, Danny O'Donnell, you are smoking crack. Because there is no way that Joe Lenthal would do this. I had never met him, but as you can tell, he has some profoundly heterosexual fashion. And I love it. I am following in his fashionable footsteps. But I prejudged him. And it took me a couple of weeks to say, you know what? If Danny O'Donnell thinks that he's going to co-sponsor, we better meet with him. And a group of clergy folks from our neighborhood met with him and asked him to co-sponsor the bill. And he took some time and thought about it, and dare I say, prayed about it. And he went out on a limb at that time and co-sponsored the bill. And because he did, 4 additional conservative Democrats and progressive Republicans signed on as a result, that he has that kind of sway. And ever since then, I can just assure you that Joe Lenthal has every LGBT person's back in a way that I have never seen in a politician. He really puts it on the line, and we need to deliver for him. We need to trust him, we need to go to him with our problems, and we need to support him, because I have never felt this supported by such an honest, dependable, forthright politician. And what we just saw him, that was like as passionate a stump speech as he gets. But let me tell you, the passion runs really deep, and he really, genuinely cares about us. And we need to go and have his back, because he faced an awful lot of flack for his vote, and it certainly wasn't easy. But I really love you, Joe, for doing that, and you're a role model to a lot of us. So we're going to come to you now.
Since Reverend Ann came up here, there are a number of other people here, other clergy, representatives of other churches. I can't possibly remember who they all are, but there's the Church of the Assumption and Ascension. So you can get that right. Now Carmel. So
Lutheran Church.
Here, you know the church.
Greenpoint Lutheran. Thanks all for coming out. Truly. At this point, Mount Carmel, Church of the Ascension, Father John Murs, Father Griffin Thomas. Thank you all. At this point,
can you review the facts of what happened in the last 2 instances?
Sure. Basically, last week
I think you want to go all the way back in time, right?
Well, sure. We'll give you a quick overview of. Sure. So.
We want to know what happened.
Yeah. Basically, about 6 months ago now, in February, Barry Shortell was walking just 2 blocks from here and was attacked from behind, called gay slurs, and beaten up very brutally. He didn't have health insurance at the time and incurred somewhere in the range of $30-something thousand in medical fees. He's recovering. Since then, there had been a series of incidents where a gay man who was walking with a woman had beer bottles thrown at them, where another young woman not far from here had a baseball bat waved in her direction. Just last week, somebody, I believe, was asked if they were gay, said yes, was called the F word, and then attacked with an umbrella by a series of young men in the middle of the afternoon. And then just Saturday night, Sunday morning, late, around 4 or 5 a.m., it seems that somebody, a man shortly after walking out of a gay bar on the north side, was attacked from behind and actually has suffered a concussion. These are tragic incidents that have been, that have now formed a trend. And we desperately, urgently need to come together as a community and address this violence and nip this in the bud before it gets worse. We didn't plan anybody in particular, but we did just want to, before kind of getting going on the program and having organizations speak about some of the resources that they have available, offer anyone in the audience who would like to speak and give a testimonial the opportunity to do so. And But there's no pressure at all, and we can certainly skip this portion of the agenda if folks aren't comfortable speaking from that personal perspective.